Hey! So after making the strawberry dress, I really wanted to make a little beret. So let's do that. Okay, so the way that I like to start for these is working from a circle. And you can do a magic ring, but let's be honest, I suck at magic rings. And I don't know if you can do them. If you can, go you. I can't do them. So how I do it is I start by making a regular loop on my hook, just like you would do when you just start crocheting. But leave a little bit of a longer tail. You know, this is just fine. So the next thing I want to do, or you want to do, is make a loop that overlaps and goes towards the side that you crochet in. So I'm left-handed, so I crochet towards the right. If you are right-handed, you will create your loop that will go towards the left, like this. So just make sure that it actually goes in the direction that you are going to crochet in. So this is just a simplified version of a magic ring. So now all you want to do is go in the loop that you created and crochet 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So these are a little bit looser than I would normally do them, but just so you can see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down the bottom is 6. So the way that I like to do this is get a little stitch marker and just stick it in the last crochet, just so I don't lose it, because it's always a bit of a tighter one. At least it is for me. I like to crochet really tight. And then all I get to do now is this little tail, we're gonna pull it tight. And there you go. That is the first round done. So this is an alternative to a magic ring and it works really well. So now I'm just gonna continue and we're gonna just do this. So I am just experimenting, quite honestly. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I've got an idea. So just gonna increase all of them. So I'm gonna have going from 6, we're going to 12 now. Put your stitch marker in the last stitch or the first stitch, whatever you prefer. I like the last stitch. So I'm gonna go 1. In the same one again is 2. So that is increasing. And we're gonna do this all the way around. So 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And now you should have 12. So if you're unsure, just count. I'm just going to take my stitch marker out since I've crocheted this now. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I'm going to put my stitch marker into the last stitch again. And we're going to do another row, but this time it's going to go crochet 1, increase, crochet 1, increase. Crochet 1, increase, so that is 2 stitches in the same. Well, 1 and 2. Crochet 1, increase, crochet 1, and increase in the last stitch. So that is how you know you've done it correctly, is when you need to increase on your last stitch. And now you should have 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Perfect. And this is what we're looking like so far. And we're gonna do another round of this. And this time you're gonna do crochet 2, increase, crochet 2, increase. Okay, so that is 1 and 2 and increase. One and 2, increase. And increase on the last stitch. And another round. This time 3, increase, 3, increase. Okay? One, 2, 3, increase. This 1 and 2. One, 2, 3, increase. So you may have noticed the pattern by now, and we're just gonna do this a few more times, and I'll let you know when I change it up. Now 5 and increase, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, increase. Okay, and now we're gonna go and do 6 and increase. And 6, increase. Should have like 38 around. And 7 and increase. And up 8 and increase. And now it's 9 and increase. And now that we have this, we're going to do one round fully around. And now we're going to start decreasing. And we're going to work backwards. So we're going to do 9 and decrease. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now to decrease, I like to do the, I don't know how you call it, invisible decrease? I don't know. And that is just going through the first loop and the second loop, like the second stitch, the second loop. So you have 2 crochets in one, pull both through at the same time, and then just finish your crochet. And we can do that again. So 9 and decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and decrease. So now that we have this, we're gonna do another round of decreasing. So that is 8 and decrease, 2 together. 8, decrease, 8, decrease. And quite honestly, I am running out of thread. So I'll figure out what to do when I get there. For now, it's just 8 and decreasing. Alright, so now 8 and decrease. And just a little thing, if you ever need to join a different yarn, you can of course do the invisible yarn knot or whatever you want to do. I like to do it, yeah, it's not matching, but it's the best I could do. And just pull the last through. And now it's actually your point to decide which side you want to have your good side. Normally I turn it like this, so you have this room, but I actually really want to try and keep it this way. So I'm going to move my threads to the inside. And now I get to just continue as usual. And then when you finish it off, you can like tie a little knot in that if you want to, and then work it away. Anyway, so now that we've done the 8 and decrease, we are going to do 7 and decrease. We're getting towards the end now. So I'm gonna go in. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and decrease. Okay, this is what we are at. And I just tried it on my smart doll. I think it will be okay, the sizing. I'm just gonna do one more straight round, so no more decreasing, just a round, and gonna try it on, see how it looks, and then decide from there if I want to do another decreasing. But I think we'll be good, and we'll just do a couple of rows just to make a nice finished band. So let's go all the way around. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do one more decrease. So we're gonna go to 6 and decrease now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, and decrease. So the decreasing, and that's it. So now just to finish, and make a slip stitch, cut off, so I think if you want to make this, it is fully up to you how you want to make it. Like, I decided to keep it like this. Although if you want like a little bit more of the overlap, because you do end up seeing this little ridge, which again I don't mind. If you do want a bit more of the overlap, continue going out further. So where we stopped at 9 and an increase, continue 10 increase, 11 increase, just how much you like it. I'll show you in a moment what this looks like. But first, I want to make some petals. So let's figure that out next. Let's make some leaves with some green thread or wool. Oh, by the way, I am using a 2mm hook with yarn that's supposed to be done for like 3mm, I think. Yeah, 3 to 4mm hooks. So I'm using a smaller one because I do want things to end up a bit smaller. If you want bigger, use a bigger hook, you know. You can also do this one here a bit looser. But like I mentioned, I'm very tight at crocheting. I'm just gonna pull this thread through. There we go. Ta-da! We can hide that away on the inside as we go. Anyway, the leaves. So I'm gonna start just by a single chain. 8. 1. I pulled the wrong thing. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now on one side, I like to choose the side with the back loops. We're gonna go into the first one, do a slip stitch. Into the next one, single crochet. Now we're gonna go around, so yarn over, go through, pull over the first one, and pull through all 3. So this is a half double crochet. Now I'm gonna do the yarn over again, pull through the first one, pull through 2 loops, and pull through the other 2. This is a half double crochet, and we're gonna do another not a half double, sorry. This is a double crochet. Now I can do another double crochet, so pull through 1, pull through 2, pull through 2, a half double crochet, so we're going to go back down, and a single crochet now into the back loop, like the back bump. That's a half. And this is one side of your leaf, and I just like to finish it. You can do it however you want, but I'm gonna do one more single crochet just to end. So we have a slip stitch up the top and just ending on a single crochet. Now we're gonna go around to the other side. Gonna go into this same loop. This time you have the 2 V's on top. Crochet 1, into the next one. We're gonna go wrap around into the next one and a half double crochet, yarn over, and we're gonna pull through and do a double crochet again, yarn over, pull through and make a double crochet. Did I do that right? A half double, yeah. Now we're gonna go yarn over and do a half double, so yarn over once and pull through all 3 loops, single crochet 1, and do a little slip stitch on the end. There we go. And this is what we're looking like. So now I'm just gonna cut the thread and pull through. And just to finish it off, you can thread the thing through. So this is 1, and I'm gonna do like 3 or 4. We'll figure that out when we get there. So I'm gonna repeat that. There we go. And keep this, and of course work the tail bend to the bottom. And I'm thinking of adding a little flower. So these are the techniques. So this leaf technique is what I used for the leaves on her dress, and then the flower, which I'll show you, I also used for her dress. So it's the exact same technique. So if you wanted to know how to make that flower from her dress, now you know. And of course, to finish it off, we need some white seeds on there, which we'll do with some white yarn. Alright, so for the flower, we're gonna start with some yellow for the center. So as you can tell, we're gonna start with the center. No, don't lose that loop. There you go. Gonna pull that tight, not too tight, you know. We're gonna make our magic ring, or my version, however you like to do it. And now we're gonna crochet 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pull that tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're gonna go into 6. And we're going to do some increasing. So 2 in each stitch. We're gonna go up to 12 now. And on the 12th one, there we go. The final pull through will be in another colored yarn, white. So we're just gonna pull through with the white yarn. And now we're just gonna cut off the rest and put that to the side. Okay, so I am going to start by going into the next one and do a slip stitch. Okay, now into this next one we're going to do a single crochet. In the same one we're going to do a half double crochet. And now we're going to do a half double crochet in the same space. And now I'm going to go a half double and a single crochet in the same spots. So this is where it comes in handy if you crochet a little bit looser. Sorry, I don't. So that's our first little one. Now into the next space, just gonna check. So there we go. In the next one I can do a slip stitch. And now we are going to go into the next one and do that another bump. So one, do a yarn over, half double, a yarn over, do a double crochet, go over, do a half double crochet, and a crochet, just single crochet. There we go. So now that we've got this, I'm going into the next one, a slip stitch. Into the next one we can do another bump. So a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, a half double crochet, oh no, hold up, that's a half. Go back. This is when I realized that I sometimes don't listen to myself. And a single crochet. There you go. Now into the next bump. This is a little bit hard to see. I'm pretty sure I missed a bump there, but that's okay. I think it's in here. Just checking. Yeah. A slip stitch. Into the next one, a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, a half double crochet, oh, half double crochet I said, and a single crochet. There you go. So now we have 4 leaves. Gonna do another slip stitch, and now we're gonna go in here, the next one. Gonna go 1, a half double crochet, a double crochet now, a half double crochet, and a single crochet. And in the next one here we're going to do a slip stitch, but I must have counted wrong somewhere. Anyway, I'm just gonna go into this white one here and slip stitch there. There we go. Looks a bit better. There you go. And this is your flower. So all I get to do now, since the last one was a slip stitch, I just get to cut the thread and pull tight. There we go. So, your right side, your wrong side. Now I just get to move the thread to the center. There we go. So I just want it a little bit more into the center. Nah, hold up. We'll just leave it how it is. There we go. This is what we're looking like. So before we assemble this, just work away those threads. Leave this one as it is for now. And we need to add some white. Thread it through a needle. Cut the yarn to whatever length you want. Do keep it a bit longer. So I've got about this much thread. And just to make it easier, just pull through the needle a little bit more. And make a little knot at the end. That was a bit far, I did not mean that. Oh well, just make a second knot on the exact same spot. There we go. Cool. So I'm gonna start from the center, just to hide everything that's there. And to make the seeds, all I do is I just go down one spot and try and do it a little bit randomly. So I go to the side. Okay. I'm just gonna find the center right there. Stick this one in. Now grab the second thread. And into the side, and we'll add it to all of the other threads. Okay, so this isn't the neatest looking on the inside, but I don't care. I am going to do this one in there as well. So just with the two threads, I want to line it up where I want it to be. This one is actually gonna go, since it's towards the side, into the center. There we go. And now I'm gonna grab the other two threads, thread those through, and we're gonna go right into this side, just like we did on the leaves. There you go. And this is what we are looking at. So you can move the leaves however you like them to be. There we go. And this is our little strawberry hat. So let's try it on.